Hey peeps, it's Jedd here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. Today we're going to deal with an algebraic inequality, and with that in mind, let's dive straight in. So they've said to us 4x minus x squared is greater than or equal to 0, and we need to solve for x. Now I want you to look very carefully at the left-hand side here. Can you tell me what type of graph this is? So I see the squared, which means it's a parabola, and I see a negative in front of the squared, which means it's going to be a sad parabola. So if I draw my x-axis on that side, so that's going to be my x-axis, this parabola would look something like this. It's going to be a sad face parabola. And they've asked us to find specifically where this parabola is greater than or equal to 0, which means it's above the x-axis. Okay, so it's above the x-axis, and that would mean it's going to be that point, as well as all of these x's as well. So that's what we're trying to find. Okay, so we need to try and find those two x values, which we call our critical values. Okay, so with that in mind, let's have a look what we can do here. Now, the first thing my eyes are drawn to is this 4 and the squared, and I'm like, is there going to be a difference of two squares? But it seems that there isn't, because I don't have a perfect square in that term over there. So the very first thing you do when you factorize, you always look for your highest common factor, and I'm going to find that x is my highest common factor. So I'm going to pull out an x, and I'm left with 4 minus x, and that's greater than or equal to 0. So that's pretty easy, and that gives me two critical values. So the one critical value is going to be 0, okay, and the other critical value is going to be 4. How did I find the critical values? Well, it's essentially what makes this 0. So if x is 0, we know the whole thing is 0. And if 4 minus x is 0, then the whole thing is 0. And if 4 minus x is 0, this must be 4. So that's how we get our critical values. And essentially what we've solved for is that value over there and that value over there. So now we can finish off. We can say that, right, x must fall between 0 and 4. And we've said that it includes 0 and includes 4 because it specifically asked us for where it is greater than or equal to. And we can see at 0 and 4, it is actually equal to 0 at those 2 points. Very special thank you to our sponsor for making this video possible. Be sure to read all about them in the description below. Also, head over to our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, send us the question and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until the next time, stay epic.